Are pushing for the entire state of California to open up without COVID restrictions. Action News Now reporter Esteban Reynoso is live in Chico. So Esteban, what specifically are they calling for?
They're hoping to get rid of the state's color-coded tier system as a whole. But speaking with Assembly Member James Gallagher, who's part of the team that introduced the bill, he said it's not only hoping to get rid of the colored tier system, it's also about directing power back to the local governments.
It would get rid of these statewide restrictions. It doesn't mean that locals can't implement their own plans for dealing with the pandemic. And that's really all we're arguing for, is local control.
Nearly 90% of the state has allowed indoor dining and many businesses to open up. Still, for Gallagher, it's not enough.
Red tier is still actually very restrictive. It's time to, end this emergency statewide.
Health officials, however, are advising against lifting restrictions prematurely.
But when you start doing things like completely putting aside all public health measures, that's quite risky. We don't want to see another surge, and that's inviting one.
The blueprint for a safer economy has been in place since August of 2020. That's the tier colors like red, orange, purple, and yellow that we see today. Now, indoor dining is allowed in the red tier and below, but people are ready for everything to be open now.
I think I'd like to go back to normal. Now, statistics don't lie. If the numbers jump through the roof again, we have to go back.
California has the most amount of deaths in any state throughout the country at over 56,000.
My response to that would be so we've had the blueprint framework now. During that time, we had the largest spike that the state has ever seen.
That spike triggered Newsom to implement the regional stay-at-home order to increase ICU capacity.
But I'd like to just see it go back to normal.
But some people are hesitant.
I am ready for the state to open up to a certain extent as long as safety considerations are in place.
And so are some businesses.
Well, I'm torn because as a business owner, I would love it. But on the other hand, I don't think it's the right thing to do right now. I feel that we're close to having everyone vaccinated. And then to do this, I think we could have a relapse.
I reached out to Representative John Garamendi, who represents California's 3rd District. I have yet to get a call back. Live in Chico, Esteban Reynoso, Action News Now coverage you can count on.
Thank you, Esteban. Now, this bill is expected to be introduced to the Senate and Assembly in Sacramento. Well, tomorrow is the deadline for organizers behind the recall of Governor Gavin Newsom to submit nearly